suppose what stands out in my mind and a lot of people's mind on the day was it was October Fair Day in Ballinasloe. That morning I remember putting on a good pair of overalls with the waterproof section, and I also put on a steel toe cap pair of Wellingtons. So nothing was going to happen to me. I thought I took care of everything as safe as I could. But around dinner time, my knee came out through the waterproof section of the overalls, got the scissors and cut them off as I was sitting at the table. I noticed there was a small tail left on the overalls when I put them back on. Thought nothing of it, I said it'll be all right. And we decided we'd pull the diet feeder out of the shed, we'd spin it, see what was going on with it. Maybe I would do a meal mix for them. And so when I spun the diet feeder, I noticed there was a knock coming from inside it. And the other thing I had noticed was I didn't correct the hydraulic lines correctly. So I pulled out the 4 hydraulic lines, shoved them in the correct sequence. And as I did that, the PTO shaft was spinning right beside me. And I remember as I was standing back, from away from it, that I couldn't feel the ground with my left leg. And I looked down and I seen my leg was gone clean off me below the knee. At that stage, I was caught, wrapped up in the power shaft. There was a button, so if an event like this ever happened, that I could just turn off the PTO shaft, and I didn't even get to reach to it. It caught me at that stage and it threw me over on the ground on the other side. And when I went to sit up, I noticed I had broken the 2 bones in my left arm. And when I looked down, I seen I very nearly amputated the right leg as well at that stage. They had taken skin and muscle to the bone, and I had shattered the bones in the ankle on the right hand side. Look, the biggest thing which I can show is the damage that it did to the left leg, in the sense the prosthetic leg. But when you're out, like people are looking at you and it's kind of strange. But, it is, without it, I wouldn't be walking today. The second ambulance was away out in County Roscommon, and for them to come back, it could be an hour, 2 hours before they got back to me that evening. And I remember how they got lost en route, so if we had an air ambulance, they would have been there within minutes. Once you make that phone call, they can send a text back out to you and locate exactly where you are, which is a brilliant, brilliant service. Because for us farmers, we could be anywhere, but you could be a mile away from your own home location or 2 miles down the road. The air ambulance can get into anywhere part of the country, and I think it's a vital service. Lucky that I'm part of Embrace Farm. I was a suckler farmer, but because of the accident and the nature of the injuries, I can no longer do my suckling. The air ambulance and Embrace Farm, I think it's a good marriage. It's like having the toast, but now you have the butter and the marmalade on top of it. What I'd be looking for everyone to do is to make a donation to the air ambulance. What's going to happen the day that they don't have the money and they can't go out, maybe to you who's listening here today, what are you going to say then? Throw the few pound towards it, lads. I think it's a vital service. Farm Family Draw is a collaboration between the air ambulance and Embrace Farm, and I would encourage you highly to support it. Whatever cost they are, I think it's money well spent.